Name's Shawn Brewer. I'm the lighting manager, which encompasses landscape lighting and the Christmas decor. There's a couple different aspects in that. I've been here for about 7 years now, going on my 7th year in June, I believe. So um, everything from scheduling to helping Kevin, who's also the lighting specialist. He's doing the sales for our department and stuff like that. Teaming up with him, working with our crews, whether it be training or in the field, working with them hands-on, a little bit of everything. We do the field stuff, but also all the back work, scheduling and stuff, that all falls on me. The decor is really kind of all me. I got 3 sales guys that do the selling, and then once they've made the sell, it's in my plate. So from there, schedule, get everything built in the shop and all that, and then we install it. So I grew up in Kansas, small town Midwest guy, worked on a farm and stuff. So it was really outdoorsy, worked practically outdoors my whole life. I liked mowing, doing that stuff when I was a little kid. Like, my parents didn't have to force me to do it. I got this weird enjoyment out of mowing and doing stuff around the yard, whether it be raking or stuff. Had always wanted to move out of Kansas, wasn't for sure where to go, and visited Colorado Springs several times after one of my buddies moved out here, and just enjoyed it so much. The biggest thing I like about Colorado is just the outdoorsiness, and I know that's cliche, but in the wintertime there's so much to do. You can still go snowshoeing. I mean, right now it's March, but it's beautiful out. You can be on the incline today. You can do all kinds of stuff. Skiing, I'm a ski fiend. I love to ski. I like to be on the slopes. So just everything about it, like I told myself when I moved out here that I would never take for granted the mountain range. And I caught myself taking it for granted. Like, coming back from Kansas, visiting my parents, oh, there's the mountains again. But a lot of people don't get to see that. It's a wonderful thing. So when I first started that first winter, Antonio and Ugo were a crew, and Judd was still running the construction part. That was before James West had taken over construction. And so Judd was like, they need help down there. So I went down there. Had no idea. Like, I knew how to work, but had no idea how to do the pavers. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of nervous, a little scared that they're going to be like, what is this guy doing? But they were awesome. They helped me learn a lot of stuff, and it was very beneficial. So that was awesome. When I first started, we didn't have this elaborate office staff that helped us mesh everything together. Stephanie was kind of Tim's assistant. Tim was still running the maintenance department. Max was account manager. So things were they were strong, but things weren't as strong as they could be without having the support and the office staff and just everyone buying in. We wouldn't be where we are today. We had our rough spots just as we were growing, growing pains, but the family mentality has never left, and it's always been here since I started. If you want to better yourself, Timberline's here for that. The biggest thing that I thought was phenomenal was they're willing to pay for you to get your CDL, to get, your cold turf, warm turf degrees, all this kind of certifications. We do boast that we have a lot of certifications, but they're not just there to boast that. It's to better each and every one of us here at Timberline. So just the investment that Timberline will put into an individual, as long as you're, putting that back, the old saying, you got to give respect to get respect. It's kind of the same thing. If you come to Timberline and you're willing to work, to grit it out, there's going to be rewards. Don't get me wrong. There was some times being in Cordero when it was snowy and it was literally miserable, and we had feet of snow and there was just a few of us, but that builds character. And as long as you do your due diligence, and if it's going to benefit the company and you can present that to the C-suite or to, Tim, whatever the case may be, and you can do it and you can have your facts in line and stuff, they'll back you. So, you have the support of the company and just being able to change it up every day. There's nothing that's the same. It's always broken up. You're always being challenged a little bit, but if you give them back a little bit, the return is amazing as an individual. I think I was here a year before we hit our 35, our 35th, I should say. And I thought that was phenomenal. And then it really made me dig a little bit more deeper into the company and what, how it started, talking to Tim. He was working in Garden City and was struggling just like everyone back in that time. And, he moved out here and and started working with butters, and they built this thing. And when it comes to growing, I feel like you always got to be careful with that, because you can grow out of your shoes faster than you want. But it seems like, yes, with growing pains, Timberline has been able to manage that, and growing this company to where it's at now with, what do we have, 5 different divisions now in the company, working on the 6th with the lighting now. It's phenomenal. And to know that it started in 82 and now it's 2022 and it's been around for 40 years, and hopefully with the people that are in this company and the integrity this company has at it, it can continue growing. You know, a lot of people are intimidated. I think a lot of people get intimidated across the board when they have to work with the owner. When I first met Tim, it was real laid back. You know, as long as you, again, it comes back to, as long as you're putting in your dues, he's going to respect you. He's pretty quiet and reserved, but he's very observant. So he knows what's going on. And it's really enlightening to work with him, because he looks at it completely different than you look at it. You know, he'll tell you this, that he's not very smart, but he's very intelligent, and he comes up with some of the most unique things that's game changer. And the one thing that I do get respect from him, and he tells everybody, even corporate people that come into the office, that he's the head ditch digger. You know, he's not any better than anybody else here. And if he has to, he'll get a shovel out and start digging and doing whatever needs to be done to get the job done. You know, a couple years back when we had the bomb cyclone, it was him that drove a front end loader up there to help me out at daybreak. You know, we had 4-foot drifts in the driveways. Even on the worst days in your personal life, when you leave here or you come here, you feel welcomed, you feel warm, and you feel like you can still get your duties done here, and still, whether you have to take care of stuff on the side, or whether you do need a couple hours off to get some things in line, Timberline cares about you and is here to help you, as long as you're here to help Timberline.